Punta Arenas, at the southern tip of the South American continent. This city of 160,000 overlooks the legendary Strait of Magellan and lies, quite literally, at the edge of the world. It's the capital of the Chilean region of Magallanes, a land characterized by incredible natural beauty, harsh weather conditions, and a complex geography. This is not an easy place to do business. The logistics of moving products in and out of the region are complex, and talent retention is a real problem. But lean has no boundaries, as the company we're visiting today will show you. Sánchez y Sánchez is a family business that has been around for 84 years. They provide the Puntarenense population with pretty much any product they might need, from furniture to toys, gardening equipment, and clothing. They have 7 stores, employing a total of 540 people. The largest one is a 5,600 square meter mega store located in Punta Arenas' duty-free zone, the Zona Franca, supplied directly by the adjacent and huge distribution center. Running the southernmost distribution center on the planet comes with a unique set of challenges. First, there is talent acquisition and retention. High turnover is common in retail, but it's a particularly pesky problem in this corner of the world, where the talent pool is limited. Prior to the introduction of lean a couple of years ago, people at the Sánchez y Sánchez distribution center used to work very long hours to meet the high demand. This was very problematic in winter, when Punta Arenas only gets few hours of daylight, which people spent working in a giant warehouse with no windows. Such conditions didn't make the company an attractive place to work, and people typically stayed around 6 months before looking for another job. That's when the company saw an opportunity to leverage lean to improve working conditions and boost productivity without working more hours, and this was the strategic intent that guided them from day one.
Este despliegue de estrategia nos permitió a nosotros mejorar nuestras operaciones para poder lograr de esa manera que nuestros turnos, al ser más eficientes y responder mejor a la demanda, pudiesen ser más consolidados, permitiéndole a las personas salir más temprano de su jornada de trabajo para que tengan mayor exposición al sol y un mejor balance entre la relación familia-trabajo.
These days, Sánchez y Sánchez can produce more with less effort. People work from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and the pull system that was implemented ensures that the team can respond to demand more rapidly and have products ready even before they need to be restocked in the store. Their whole approach to the work was turned on its head. If before they tried to boost productivity by working longer and harder, they now do so by working smarter and eliminating waste. They didn't immediately get it right. In the early stages of the lean implementation, the team attacked every problem they saw and tried to improve everything at once. Hector refers to it as popcorn Kaizen. Marcelo Pinto of Lean Institute Chile then introduced them to the effort impact matrix to help them focus their efforts on the improvements that would be most impactful, rather than run around to extinguish any fire they detected. Doing things more scientifically, rather than throwing more hours or people at the problem, changed the culture of the organization dramatically and improved the employee retention rate by 10%. Another huge challenge for the company is logistics. Around 95% of the products Sánchez y Sánchez sells are imported from Asia. To reach Punta Arenas, a container coming from China or Vietnam needs to stop in 4 different ports. It can take as much as 120 days for it to complete its journey.
Al estar en la ciudad más austral de Chile, con operaciones portuarias y logísticas, uno de los mayores retos es poder sortear las condiciones climáticas y también realizar las conexiones marítimas de forma eficiente para poder llegar a tiempo con la mercadería que nuestra comunidad requiere. Eso pues ha requerido también la implementación de herramientas Lean para poder reducir los tiempos de espera, mejorar las comunicaciones y las informaciones que tenemos nosotros con los operadores logísticos, con las navieras, con los proveedores y poder acortar estos tiempos de tránsito.
There's more. The Sanchez y Sanchez distribution center prepares orders at the minimum unit of manipulation. That means that, unlike most distribution centers, they don't directly distribute boxes, but need to open each individual box they process and pick the items the order requires. The team in the receiving area identifies the items that need added value, attributes like an alarm or a label, which are then barcoded so that people across the 5 floors of the distribution center, each with 20 value-adding workstations, know exactly what work needs to be done on each item. But how did Lean actually transform the way the distribution center works? Their first step was drawing a value stream map to identify problems and bottlenecks. This exercise revealed that the value-adding process I just mentioned was the most problematic. For example, it took the team a staggering 4 days to process a delivery of 2,000 socks, that is, labeling, bagging, and adding alarms to each pair. But why do it all at once when orders are for 12 socks at a time? So they began to work in smaller batches, breaking down the 2,000 sock box into smaller ones and fulfilling orders as they come in, ensuring continuous flow. Another bottleneck that became apparent was the rigid organization of the work across the 5 floors of the distribution center. By habit, people who worked on one floor didn't work on any other, which took away flexibility. Standardization was deployed to study each process in depth and document it, so that it could easily be taught to workers, allowing them to work on any floor depending on demand. The team meticulously documented nearly 60 processes, distilling complex procedures into user-friendly guides with clear, concise instructions. This documentation not only served as a reference for their employees, but also became a foundational training tool for new recruits, ensuring consistency in operations.
Antes no era así. Antes cada operador que estaba en distintos pisos solamente velaba porque el piso esté de forma correcta. Cuando empezamos a pensar e implementar este tipo de mejoras, pudimos notar que trabajar de acuerdo a la demanda podemos sacar más mercadería a sala de venta. Por ese motivo que en el año 2022 se notó un cambio donde aproximadamente se pudieron sacar más de 500 líneas como se sacaban antes eran 1200 líneas aproximadamente, y ahora podemos estar sacando hasta 1600 líneas de acuerdo a las solicitudes de sala.
The team also worked on a project that aimed to help pickers know exactly where to go and optimize their movements around the distribution center.
El proceso de slotting se empieza a implementar por la demanda que se empieza a notar en el CD. Hay mucha demanda por parte de sala y teniendo los recursos necesarios no se puede abarcar. Quedamos con pedidos atrasados, líneas que no se pueden despachar. Básicamente se trata de ordenar la mercadería por familia. Se hizo implementación sistemática, que el piqueador al dispositivo le lleguen solamente instrucciones de un pasillo, y implementación física, que se empiece a acoplar mercadería correspondiente según el layout de almacén. La mejora que se ha visto es que ahora los pedidos se pueden entregar el mismo día que lo solicita el cliente interno.
Standardization also helped with product inspections and quality checks, essential tasks that used to take a long time and needed to be expedited. This was particularly game-changing in the receiving area, where deliveries are weighed and inventory checked for every box that comes in to ensure its content aligns precisely with declarations to customs in the free trade zone. Their improvement initiatives didn't stop there. The visual cues provided by 5S reduced time wastage significantly, whereas the unknown system proved instrumental in ensuring the smooth operation of the conveyor system by flagging unsuitable boxes before they caused disruptions.
Yo creo que existen dos Sánchez y Sánchez, antes de conocer a Lean y después de conocer a Lean. Por ejemplo, hablo directamente en mi departamento, pasaba que teníamos muchos errores, mucho retrabajo, mucho inventario en proceso. Yo tengo estadísticas de que cuando comenzamos con Lean teníamos alrededor de 900 rechazos de productos por su calidad al mes. Entonces, trabajando con Marcelo, implementando el tema de la estandarización, de que todos estos requerimientos existieran por sistema para que las personas pudieran ver y siempre tener la información clara de qué es lo que debería llevar un producto y cómo debería estar. Esto fue un cambio muy drástico en todo este tiempo, ya que ahora, en la actualidad, tenemos 30 o 50 rechazos mensuales.
Para la empresa ha sido una cosa muy productiva, que no habíamos tenido números, nunca los números que hemos tenido, no los habíamos tenido antes. Lo otro es el orden que hemos tenido, con todo el sistema del WMS que tenemos, y bueno, eso ha sido positivo para nosotros. Y nos da una base, una estructura mucho mejor de la que teníamos antes.
Management felt the positive effects of lean thinking too. Their meetings became shorter and more focused, centering on key performance indicators and actionable insights. In the meantime, all around the departments touched by lean thinking, the A3 problem-solving methodology became the go-to strategy for addressing issues at their root cause.
El tema del abordaje de solución de problemas hoy en día, al menos en Sánchez Sánchez, está más enfocado en buscar la causa raíz, ¿ya? Que obviamente eso ayuda bastante, ya que corta los problemas desde un inicio. Evitamos también el tema de hacer retrabajos, analizamos mucho ese tipo de cosas, para no volver a caer sobre lo mismo.
A nivel cultural ha sido pasar básicamente de la culpa a la causa. Cuando no manejábamos herramientas para detectar las causas raíces de los problemas, nos quedábamos solamente con quién estaba a cargo en ese momento y lamentablemente nos llevaba a repetir los mismos problemas una y otra vez porque no estábamos atacando la causa raíz, y además de eso generar un clima un poco pesado porque a nadie le gusta hacer mal el trabajo, en verdad nadie se para con la intención de hacer mal las cosas.
Efficient communication was the backbone of all this work. Departments, from receiving to the warehouse, began functioning as a cohesive unit, sharing real-time information and working collaboratively.
Nosotros llevamos alrededor de 2 años trabajando con Sánchez y Sánchez. Todo comenzó durante la pandemia, entonces ha sido todo remoto. Empezamos, digamos, con fundamentos básicos, pero a mi juicio claves para poder practicar Lean de buena forma. Cambiar, digamos, de una cultura en la cual probablemente pasábamos una gran parte del tiempo apagando incendios, a darnos el tiempo para buscar, digamos, la causa raíz de los problemas. Un punto en el cual también hemos recorrido un camino importante es empoderar a las personas. Y esto también ha permitido, digamos, un trabajo bastante autónomo por parte de Sánchez y Sánchez, siempre con la mentoría del instituto.
Their journey is ongoing, fueled by the passion and dedication of their team as they navigate the challenges of operating in such a remote part of the world.